Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Quest for Knowledge. Today we are going to learn 2nd PUC English Chapter 7 The Gardener written by P.Lankesh. First let's learn about the author. So P.Lankesh was born in the year 1935 and he died in the year 2000. He was a Kannada literary poet, playwright, novelist, journalist, translator, and also award-winning film director. He was born in P.Lankeshappa in Konagavalli, Shimoga district. He earned an MA in English and he taught at Bangalore University until he could dedicate his full time to writing and journalism. So, first, let's look up to the introduction of this chapter. So, The Gardener is a very short story written by P. Lankesh which explores the themes of human nature, rivalry, the enmity, and the pursuit of wealth versus the fulfillment. So, the story centers around an old man who becomes a gardener for a wealthy landowner. He brings all the positive changes to the plantation while simultaneously highlighting the owner's moral decline. The gardener also narrates a story about two rivals, two enemies, that is Tammanna and Basavaiah, whose intense competition was for land and status, and ultimately it leads to a different kind of success for Tammanna, one based on artistic expression rather than material wealth. So, here we are going to talk about the narrator and the gardener. So, the story begins with the narrator encountering that is sudden meeting of an old man who becomes the gardener. The gardener's arrival initially brings out about the positive changes to the plantation, but the owner's wife is conflicted. She is affected by the changes in her husband's behavior, who becomes more extravagant, lazy, and prone to the vices. That is, he is addicted to all the bad habits now. So, Tammanna and Basavaiah. The gardener starts recalling the story of two rivals, that is Tammanna and Basavaiah. Initially, their competition over land was healthy at a time, but it escalates to the point where Basavaiah forcibly takes 200 acres of Tamanna's land. Artistic trump, instead of seeking legal recourse, now Tamanna channels his frustration into composing ballads, becoming locally famous for his art. This allows Tamanna to achieve a kind of success that Basavaiah, despite of having the material wealth, cannot match. So Tamanna composes ballads that exposes Basavaiah's meanness and cruel behavior, and Tamanna's ballads makes Basavaiah the public figure where he is ridiculed. Basavaiah's death. Basavaiah, who ultimately disappears in the sense that he dies. The story centers around the enmity between Tammanna and Basavaiah, with Tammanna eventually leaving the village. After a few days of Tamanna's departure from the village, Basavaiah passes away. So, the conclusion of this story, The Gardener, is that the story explores the themes of human meanness, greediness, and the consequences of envy, that is, jealousy. It also highlights the complexities of human nature, showcasing both strengths and weaknesses. The story ultimately suggests that true fulfillment may not be found in material wealth only or the social status, but also in another pursuits like art. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.